Welcome back to Riding Steel. I'm Todd Sanders. I'm your host. We're here in Bridgeton, Maine, Labor Day weekend for Harry's Ride. Harry's a firefighter here in Bridgeton who was recently diagnosed with cancer. We will be talking to Harry. We'll be talking to some of the ride organizers, and we'll be talking to some of the participants on this ride. So come back after these messages for another exciting episode of Riding Steel.
There's fun for the entire family at 1710 Bowling, located on North Belfast Avenue in Augusta, Maine. Candlepin bowling, birthday party, great arcade area for all ages, and an extensive menu of food and refreshments in our Splitter Sports Bar. We offer league bowling, tournaments, and youth programs. If you're looking for a fun time for the whole family, head for 1710 on North Belfast Avenue in Augusta, Maine. And when in Lisbon, check out Good Time Lanes located on Lisbon Street, Lisbon Falls. For martial art classes, contact Master Brent J. Creasy of the United Martial Arts Academies. Open 7 days a week for ages 4 to 99 years.
Hi, my name is Melanie. Go from flab to fab with the Ultimate Body Applicator. Get results in 45 minutes. Tighten, tone, and firm your skin. Helps with stretch marks and cellulite. Check out rockandbodywrap.com today and get wrapped by Melanie.
Let me introduce you to the Big Moose family.
Here at Big Moose Harley Davidson, we believe in honesty and integrity. Let us earn your business the right way.
Stop by our motor clothes department where we've got it all, from clothing to accessories, from collectibles to gifts.
Come on down, meet the team. We'll help you live your ultimate dream.
My job as finance manager is to make buying a Harley Davidson motorcycle affordable for you.
My job is to make sure that you will have the best customer experience.
We'll make sure you're ride ready for this season.
How do you become a part of the Big Moose family? Sign up for our email blast by visiting our website, friend us on Facebook, or subscribe for our text alerts.
Come and experience the Custom First attitude, where the legend rolls on.
On September 3rd, 2011, the Ride and Steel production crew, along with some supporters, met at Buck's Naked Barbecue in Freeport, Maine. Led by Todd Sanders, they headed for the Bridgeton Fire Department in Bridgeton, Maine, to capture a charity ride organized by Daniel Noel to benefit his friend Harry Glover. Harry is a 49-year-old father of 2 boys. One is currently serving in Iraq, and he was captain of the Bridgeton Fire Department. A little over a year ago, Harry was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. So his good friend and fellow Bridgeton firefighter of 36 years, Daniel Noel, organized a ride to help him out financially, but even more importantly, to let him know people love him. As the Ride and Steel production crew and their supporters arrived in Bridgeton, they were to meet up with host Teresa Morrow.
We're back at Harry's Ride. With me, I have ride organizer Dan Nowell.
Yes.
Dan, tell us a little bit about what motivated you to organize a ride like this, what goes into organizing a ride like this, and what you hope to accomplish today.
Yeah. Well, back in March, no, sorry about that. A couple months ago, I had heard that my very close friend Harry Glover had come down with lung cancer. Once I heard it, I went down to see him and confirmed that he was diagnosed with lung cancer. He was in the hospital with pneumonia for a while. And back in March, he had lost his job, through cutbacks and stuff like that. Lost his health insurance and everything, so he was a little nervous about how he was going to pay for this big expense of, battling lung cancer. He's got cancer in both lungs. So I asked him if he would mind if I could do this ride. He didn't have a problem with it. He's a motorcycle enthusiast himself. We do a lot of riding together. We've been friends for about 30 years. He's been on the fire department for most of that. He's former fire chief of Sweden Fire Department. I've been on the fire department here in Bridgeton for 35 years, former district chief, and had a meeting with the association who's going to be doing our cookout today, and see if we could pull this off, and got everybody together, and with the blessing of some good weather, we're going to do it.
Now, you mentioned some names, you mentioned a group. It takes a lot of people to pull together a ride such as this. What kind of support have you had? Obviously, the fire department's been very supportive.
Yeah, the fire department's been supportive. We've got some other people that are doing a dinner at the end of this month, actually, down in Naples at the Legion Hall. They've got a ton of stuff. They're doing like a Chinese auction. They got about $4,000 worth of stuff they're going to be giving away. And I've tried contacting some other groups. I'm a Patriot Guard rider. Harry's a Patriot Guard rider himself. We've got some other members here.
Well, you mentioned that. What is the Patriot Guard?
Patriot Guard riders, we go around to military funerals. and show support for those that fighting for our freedom and all that stuff, and those that are in the past as well, and trying to keep peace. Thankfully, we haven't had any problems around here, and such as they do down south and everything. And we're support. We're support for the families that, like the saying says, we stand for them, for those that stood for us.
So it sounds like Harry's a gentleman who's given a lot to his community, to the state.
Yes, he is. He, like I said, he's been on the fire department for about 30 years. Former chief of Sweden. He did that for about 10 years, and has been a really dedicated firefighter and a great firefighter at that.
Now, if somebody's watching this show, obviously this will air after most of these events that you've mentioned. How could they make a donation, or how could they, show support for Harry? What would be the best way to do that?
Yeah, they could make a donation to the Firemen's Association and just note on it that it's for Harry Glover. There's also an account set up at Norway Savings Bank. It's Harry Glover's fund. They can go right to Norway Savings Bank, and it goes directly into an account with his name attached to it.
Teresa, do you have anything you want to add?
Sure, Harry's very thankful for what you're doing for him today. I got a chance to talk to Harry last week, and he was really excited about this whole event going on for him.
Is this a run that you may keep going for future years, or is this a once?
We're giving it some thought already. The biggest thing is see how Harry makes through this. He has finished all of his treatments, and he has to wait 5 weeks to go back to be tested. I think it's a PET scan, and see if they've got all the cancer or not. He has a hard time talking. I think it's the right side larynx is paralyzed. That they say he's never going to get his voice back. We're all praying that he does. And if this continues to have problems, then I'll continue to do the ride for him.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us and to organize a run like this. Looks like the weather's going to, I think I can shed my winter hat and my scarf here.
Yeah. It is going to shine.
It is too. And I'd like to thank Ridin Steel. I think you guys are great, what you do, and really, really appreciate you guys coming down and joining us on this ride. And I try to do a lot of rides that you guys involved in because I like what you do.
Yeah. And it's good. I mean, we're trying to branch out. This is a little bit further north than we do a lot of our rides, but we appreciate you encouraging us or welcoming us to rides like this and having us on board, and anything we can do to help, certainly we want to do so. Thank you very much for what you do, and thank you for having us on board.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
And we'll be back to talk to Harry in a few minutes.
Welcome to North Country Harley-Davidson, one of the best resources for parts, accessories, and motor clothes. North Country Harley-Davidson, not just any Harley, your Harley.
Looking for a destination in Gardner, Maine? Stop by Mike's Water Street Grill. Located on 463 Water Street, Gardner, Mike's Water Street Grill offers great food, entertainment, and daily specials, and ample parking for your special event. You're only a stranger once at Mike's Water Street Grill. Call 582-9464 or find us on Facebook.
Relax. Realign. Rejuvenate your body and mind with licensed massage therapist Ashley Beeman, located at Rumor Has It, 137 Riverside Drive, Augusta, Maine.
We've got a spot waiting for you at Buck's when you're ready to slip into some real barbecue. Ribs, brisket, pit chicken, done just right. Nice pink smoke ring, delicious rub, all cooked slow and low. You can eat them naked or try one of our mouth-watering handcrafted sauces. How about a char-grilled sirloin, a fresh crisp salad with smoked chicken and mangoes, and a serious selection of appetizers. With a full bar, free Wi-Fi, a great kids play area, and entertainment in the Free Porch Juke Joint on the weekends. We take our food and fun seriously at Buck's. Join the revolution and say no to boring food. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner.
Contact the Ironhurst Company at 725-6793, offering a unique alternative for that final ride.
Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm back here with Ridin Steel, and we're on Harry's ride today in Bridgeton. I have Harry Glover with me, who is winning a battle with lung cancer, and we are out here today trying to raise some money to help him pay his medical bills because he doesn't have any insurance. And Harry, why don't you tell us a little bit about what has been going on with you?
Well, I was diagnosed back in early June with a right lung mass, and after more testing, was told that I have it in both lungs. I just finished my chemo and radiation treatments. Feeling good. Really blessed to have such great friends and all you people here to help me out today. And really means a lot to me. Really does.
No, I had talked to you a week ago, and you had said you had some really good news as far as anticipating your prognosis, and you feel really good about that. So, what exactly did they say?
Well, last Tuesday, I had a problem. I had to go up to the hospital. I got checked out. They did a chest x-ray. And back in June, I had half a lung on the right showing. And as of this past Tuesday, I have my whole lung showing.
That's wonderful. That's really good news. Yep. And it looks like the sun's going to come out today, and we're going to actually have a good ride. And we'll probably be talking to you again before the day's out. Todd, do you have anything to say?
I just take that and ask. You mentioned friends and having. What does it mean to have the support such as this, even from strangers? Because this is the first time we've had the opportunity to meet you.
Oh, it means the world to me. I'm a veteran firefighter for 35 years. I've worked with EMS, United Ambulance, all kinds of people, and meet all kinds of people, and it means the world to me.
And it's we were talking earlier, and it was explained to us that you had recently lost a job where you had those medical benefits, and it's life hits us at unfortunate times. So hopefully this will give you not only financial support, but it'll also give you the support of those around you and pulling for you. And it sounds like it's working.
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, I feel great. I've gone through all my chemo and radiation with flying colors, no sickness.
That's awesome.
Doctors, they can't believe it. Great. I can't believe it.
Well, you got to believe it. It's you.
I do.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Thumbs up.
There you go. Yep. So we will be back to talk to you a little bit later. We'll probably catch you up at Sunday River.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
For those that don't know Harry, this is Harry Glover. He's a brother from a different mother. Really, he has a hard time talking. One side of his larynx is paralyzed, and therefore he can't talk very loud. Get a chance to, speak with him sometime today after the ride or whatever, then that's great. But really want to thank everybody for coming. And again, thank you for coming.
I left home a long time ago. I spent a lot of time on the side of the road. I was looking for love, I was looking for pain, I was looking for dreams, I was looking for fame. But it don't come easy, no, it don't come fast. From what I can tell, I'm not sure that it lasts. As they say it only takes one. Well, I must admit, sounds like fun, but I don't own any fancy clothes. Got a full tank of gas, I got nowhere to go. I'll sing you a song whenever you like, 'cause I'm all ears if you got some advice. I've been up here a long, long time. The stage is an old friend of mine. I never dreamt of being a big star. Well, I'm doing alright right here in this bar. As it don't come easy, no, it don't come fast. From what I can tell, I'm not sure that it lasts. As they say it only takes one. Well, I must admit, sounds like fun. But them big city lights and them fancy cars got nothing to do with playing guitar. I'll show you some chords, you show me desire. We'll sing all night around this fire. Finally figured out where I come from. I came into the room like a loaded gun. Been feeling this life go by.
This is Sunday River, and you're watching Riding Steel. We'll be right back.
Ridin' Steel is brought to you by...
Motorcycle accidents can happen like this. People in cars sometimes don't see people on bikes. The results of someone's carelessness can bring devastation to a victim and a family.
Lowry & Associates has represented many victims of motorcycle accidents over the years. And if you are injured in a motorcycle accident, we will make very sure that you get the maximum recovery possible.
Lowry & Associates. We treat our clients like family.
When in Augusta, check out Lisa's Restaurant and Lounge. Located on 15 Bangor Street, Lisa's Restaurant features a full menu with indoor and outdoor dining suitable for the entire family. Also offering catering and off-premise bartending. Call 621-0599.
And this is Ridin Steel. We're back from Bethel, where we just stopped at Sunday River on the Harry's ride. And we've got a barbecue going on here, and the sun's shining, and it was a wonderful ride. So, Harry, what did you think about today?
I think it was awesome. I want to thank Ridin Steel and all my friends, my best buddy Danny here for putting on the ride. I really enjoyed it. Oh, excuse me.
That's okay.
It means a lot. It really does.
No, it's a great feeling when all your friends stand around you, and even strangers that just got you back. It's nice to feel. How about you, Dan? What do you think about today?
I think it turned out really good. Very pleased with the turnout we had. And again, thanking Ridin Steel. I think you guys do a great job at what you do, and I'm glad you're doing this and continue to do it. And, brings the bikers together. Just shows a good, to me, we're all family.
Now, what about all the guys that are cooking today? Are they firefighters or just friends? Or
Yeah, all the guys that are at Man in the Grill today are all firefighters. A couple of them are motorcycle enthusiasts as well, and but they chose to cook today, and we appreciate that.
Well, they're doing a good job. I haven't heard any smoke detectors go off, so it's working. Yeah. And how about you, Todd? What do you think about today?
Put me in a spot like I did you earlier. I think it was a good ride, and we'll talk a little bit about it in the wrap-up, but I think it was, pulled together well, a great route. It was a beautiful ride up through some good roads, and like we said, there was only one casualty that we're aware of, and that was someone's motorcycle. We'll talk about that a little later too, but other than that, it was a great ride. So I think you pulled together a good one. Hopefully we'll be back next year.
Thanks, I appreciate it, Tom.
Well, it's been a pleasure being with you guys today, and Harry, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I hope we can ride together real soon. So I guess that's it for today.
I recently contacted Harry Glover by way of Facebook to follow up on his condition. He is currently going through his second round of chemo and still has traces of cancer in both his lungs. He had 2 lumps in his neck, which a biopsy determined to be cancer. He experiences lightheaded sensations, and his voice has not returned to normal as of yet. As a first responder for over 30 years, I'm certain that Harry and his good friend Daniel Knoll have been a welcome sight for many people in dire need of their help in the past. I want to thank Teresa Morrow, Todd Sanders, Tom Atwood, Stephen and Tammy Stanhope, and all their supporters for being there for Harry's ride. Harry Glover and Daniel Noel have been supporters of Ridin Steel from almost the beginning. I'm extremely proud of all of you for gathering together to not only film this ride, but for the even more important role that you play. A man like Harry can sometimes feel hopeless, but when a group of you people get together, wearing your black shirts with big white bold letters that say Ridin Steel, motorcyclists riding for a cause on them, you can bet that the people watching you pull in are beginning to acknowledge that a very special group of compassionate riders have just arrived. At this time, I would like to continue our coverage of this year's cabin fever reliever for the Ridin season 2012.
Kim here with Ridin Steel, and with me this morning I have Kent Woodward, and we are going to speak about the Torch Ride, which I understand benefits Special Olympics.
Yes, it does. This will be our 3rd year for this annual benefit, sponsored by the Knox County Sheriff's Department, United Bikers of Maine, Knox County, Owl's Head Transportation Museum.
Nice. So the date of the ride is going to be when?
September 8th, and we'll be leaving the Transportation Museum approximately 9 o'clock.
So I would imagine you have some nice event aspects added into this ride. What kind of fun things will be going on that we can convince this crowd out here to attend your ride this year?
Well, I think one of the funnest things is just that we have the Special Olympic kids with us. We'll have a small bus, and approximately 15 to 20 of the Olympians will ride with us on the ride. And because we let them get all over the bikes, at some of our stops, and they just have a great time. Other than that, we'll be having a silent auction and a regular auction, raffles, big barbecue at the end of the ride and when we get back to the Transportation Museum.
The Olympians are really special people, aren't they? It's a really nice opportunity for them to be able to come out and enjoy a day on bikes that they may not otherwise be able to do. So I think it's a really great cause that you support. If people are wanting to find out more about your ride, where can we send them to do that?
They can contact me at ubmknox@gmail.com, and I can get back to them with any other information.
Same if they want to throw down a sponsorship or a raffle or an auction item for you, the same contact information?
Correct.
And SpecialOlympicsMaine.org is also where we could send them just to find out information on the cause. Now, does all the money that you raise stay in the state of Maine for Special Olympics?
Yes, all the money we raise stays in the state of Maine for Special Olympics. Last year we raised a little over $10,000 from this ride.
That's amazing. What's your goal this year?
I think Larry set $15,000 for a goal this year.
Super. And typically how many bikes do we see participate in your ride?
We had 150 bikes come back to the Transportation Museum and about 300 people.
That's awesome. Well, I wish you luck. It was a pleasure speaking with you today. We're now going to throw it over to Todd, and I believe they're going to talk about UBM Christmas in July.
Bob, got you guys back up here.
Yes.
This time it's for the York County UBM Xmas in July.
Christmas in July toy run we do. We've done this run for several years now. It benefits Caring Unlimited and York County Shelter, and these are two organizations that help people that are suffering from alcohol abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. It benefits families that are trying to get back up into the community, with housing and jobs, so on and so forth. And so a lot of these families have children, and that's why we do a toy run in July. So these kids can have something to do at Christmas time. The parents can have some gifts and whatnot to give the kids.
And we don't want to confuse this with the toy run that originates in Augusta,
right.
Maine.
This is a York County toy run that we do. Of course, UBM is divided up into counties throughout the state, and this is what we do in York County. But of course, we encourage everybody to attend.
Why don't you, I'm going to put you on the spot here, you're unprepared to talk about it probably, but can you tell us a little bit about UBM so people that may not know what UBM is all about?
Well, UBM is an organization for motorcyclists. It's nonprofit, and what we are out there for is to maintain our motorcycle rights. We've, as probably most of us know, that the helmet law is always up. The exhaust noise is up. So on and so forth. So we're out there. We've got lobbyists in Augusta. We've got watchdogs that meet. We have a governor's tea every year, and we're just trying to keep on top of what the state is going to try to throw at us. The legislature, so on and so forth. So it's a checks and balance, and that's what UBM is all about.
So if someone wanted more information about UBM, I don't want to take all the time with UBM, but if someone wanted more information, how would they get that?
You would obviously go to usm-usa.org. That's .com?
Same word, .com. So this ride, now we'll jump back to the Xmas in July ride. It's July 21st, 11 a.m. to about 4 p.m., and it originates at Rochester Harley-Davidson?
Well, yes, and we had an establishment that unfortunately closed up, and it kind of saddens us because it was a really nice stop. So we couldn't list it today on our interview. So we're, progress in motion. We're going to find another. Typically what we do is we start in two different locations and we meet up. And our ride will end at Iron Tails Saloon in Acton this year.
So this ride will reach some of our friends in New Hampshire because it originates in New Hampshire. So, we're branching, and we did Steve and I covered a ride in New Hampshire last year. So this will hopefully bring in some of our New Hampshire viewers and get them involved. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Todd.
Thanks, Deb. Thanks, Bob.
Hi, I am here with Bruce and Karen Knight, and they're going to talk to us today about Nicole's run. And this one is very heartbreaking to me, but very emotional. So I really want both of you to talk about this run and about this little girl. So tell us why you're doing this run and when it is and where it starts. Just whatever you can give.
Nicole, she'll be 5 years old in April. She had stage 4 neuroblastoma cancer, which she was diagnosed with at 5 months old. She was in the hospital for 18 months straight without leaving, her and her mother having chemotherapy. She has no immune system anymore. We just got her into Maine Children's Cancer Program. She has over 20 tumors in her body at the last scan, and we're doing another scan on her the first week in March. And the ride is August 12th at the Sanford Elks on 11 Elm Street in Sanford. Registration 8 to 10. And at 10 o'clock, kickstands will be up, and we'll be heading to Bentley's Saloon in Arundel. And then from there, we'll be riding to Iron Tails in Acton, and hope to be back around 2:30 back at the Elks for a barbecue and a raffle.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun for the day, even though it's a very sad situation and cause. Now, can you tell us what the money is, the raise for this ride is going to go to?
What we'd like to do is raise the money for some medical expenses that are still building that they do not have the money to pay for. Also to do pre-arrangement funeral expense so that they don't have to worry about the funeral part of it, the financial part of it when this happens to her. And according to the doctors, she's now 4. She will not live to be 10. So we want to raise this money and get her pre-arrangements done. And that's one less thing off the mother and father's plate to take care of. Yeah.
This is a very sad cause. I'm getting a little emotional on this one. It's not fair when it's a child.
I know.
It really isn't. So how do you know this girl, and how did you get involved to be able to do this? I know that the family has a hard time being able to raise money for this. So
my husband is a retired firefighter, and he wanted something to do with his time and decided to do some volunteer driving with our town, York County Community Action. It's volunteer time, but he gets paid mileage, and they gave him Nicole. And it all happened really weird because the person that had Nicole before broke her hands and couldn't drive, so they gave Nicole to Bruce. And Bruce became attached to her like a little grampy, and it kind of went from there. The mother started to open up to him. She felt comfortable talking to him. She just spilled out everything, and Bruce and I have helped them in many, many, many ways with a lot of different things, and have just continued like for a year and a half now, just helping them with even the little things.
Yeah, the little things count.
Yeah.
So all the money raised for this is going to go to their personal needs, not to a certain charity, but to them.
To them.
And that is really awesome. So I really encourage all of you to really join us in this ride. It really means a lot to all of us, especially when it's a child involved. And this beautiful little girl that you'll see pictures of, we really hope that you all will join in this ride.
All right, we're going to cut away from the cabin fever reliever at the Senator Inn. We're here at the Belt Sander races here at the Elks Club in Bath, Maine. And I got with me Ernie DeBiasio. He is the county director for Saginaw UBM. And you have a couple of runs that you want to announce to the folks that are coming up this summer. Well, let's hear what you got.
April 28th, we got our bike show, the first bike show of the year. It's at the American Legion Hall on the Forsyth Road in Topsom. And Zane's Ride is, I do believe, is the 23rd. No, it ain't the 23rd. 17th, 16th, I think, of June.
June 16th is Zane's Ride. Okay. So how do they go about and get more information on that?
Yeah, UBM website, or they can contact me.
Or you can go to ridinsteel.com and check out our calendar, and we'll have it on there posted for you.
Right.
Okay, so what you got going on here?
Well, we got our Belt Sander races. This is our last elimination. We got the modified. He's going to run against the stock one. We ran out of we ain't getting any modified, so.
Okay. All right, so this is something they hold every year, and you've been doing it for how long?
I've been doing it for about 9 years now.
Right, and now you're trying to raise funds for the Maine Children's Cancer Program,
so
correct?
All the funds we raise goes to MCCP.
Okay, so one more time, Zane's Ride is?
The 16th.
Okay, June 16th, the day before Father's Day, is Zane's Ride. This one is for Maine Children's Cancer Program as well.
Right.
And then the UBM bike show will be.
That's for UBM fundraiser. That's the 28th of April. Yep.
Well, thank you very much. See how easy that was? Nice job. Thank you.
We watch Ridin' Steel.